Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First play and a first pass for Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 29, Cousins. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Try and run here with Swift. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On first down, it's gone. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive. And he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 37 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
on second down. Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Play action now. Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 68 yards. And the Vikings have an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. Down to the 42, second down. Second and 7. Again, it's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. first down. Here's the run with Cook. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Joseph's got it, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now, 14-10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that perfect vision of yours, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Goff. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That one complete. He finds Chark. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. From the red zone now, Goff. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And not much on the return there. He'll take it to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now Cousins looking sideline, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Goff on 1st down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Goff a handoff here to Swift. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.